Welcome to our YouTube video series on employment law. My name is Christopher Neufeld of Neufeld Legal. And in this particular video, we'll be discussing when you're fired or even when you quit your job. It's important that you protect your reputation. And oftentimes, where the facts and circumstances allow it, it is advantageous to potentially pursue legal action or at least discuss the matter with a lawyer. Because in most circumstances, employees are allowing their former employer to set the narrative with respect to how they ended their employment. They're either considered to have quit because they weren't good workers, or they were fired because they were not good workers and they were disgruntled. And that is not necessarily the narrative you want to leave. If there is a way to address the reputational element, to put the onus back on your former employer, and not in a mean or tactful way, but almost in a procedural way as to why you left that job, why you were forced to depart that job, without being overly aggressive or being problematic. That is oftentimes the best way to approach things. But to do that, circumstances that need to be right, and you need to probably engage with a lawyer who knows how to discern those elements to deal with the problem before yourself. Because trying to change the narrative is critical to protecting your reputation. So how do you go about doing that? You have to look at the circumstances and build off of it. You have to find out where the problems are from a legal perspective and restructure the narrative to fit the legal elements, to fit the legal position that your lawyer can build for you, so that you can take that and articulate it effectively to your future employers and say, look, we had an issue. Here's what the issue was. It wasn't of my making. It was of the employer's making. And we had to have it addressed, and I had to move on. And I'm not looking for that kind of situation again, but it was never of my own making. I addressed it. They didn't take kindly to it, but that's for them to not take kindly to the fact that you have a legitimate grievance or issue that had to be addressed. And that is necessarily how you work to ensure that your reputation, to the best of its ability, can be protected, and you can come off with a very powerful and articulate position as to why things happened. Even though it might not necessarily be the full picture, it is a clear and discernible picture that you can present and you can stand by for purposes of moving forward with your personal reputation solidly intact and capable of moving forward professionally and positively. So that's what you need to be looking at, where the circumstances allow and where your employment lawyer is capable of positioning yourself and providing you with that ability to move forward. Thank you.